All right, so I've spent some time in the comments and I see what people are asking. If you're confused about what wheels and tires to buy for your truck, we are here to help. That's literally what we designed Custom Offsets to do, but all of the data gets extremely confusing. So I'm gonna try to break it down here into each kind of important segment so that you can understand what you need to know to pick the perfect wheels and tires that will fit your truck. We gotta understand what all these numbers mean, because when you see somebody say, yeah, I got a 16 Silverado with 20 by 12 negative 44s and 35 1250s. What are we talking about here? Typically, you're gonna see wheel size with the diameter first, followed by the width. So in our case of 20 by 12, that's a 20-inch diameter wheel that is 12 inches wide. So then the last number in our typical wheel size that we're looking at is the offset. Basically that you've got your 12-inch wide wheel. If it was dead nuts in the center where that the wheel hub mounts to your truck hub, that would be 0. If it's negative 44, that means it's pushed inward towards the truck, 44 millimeters, which then pushes that wheel out 44 millimeters. It's a little less than 2 inches. When we talk about tires, a common size you're gonna see is gonna be like 35 by 1250, and then you may see R17 or R20. The first number is the height of that tire, so it's 35 inches tall. If we look at the second number, 1250, that's how wide the tire is. The last number just refers to the wheel size. So a 35 1250 R20 is for a 20-inch wheel. So if we're looking at metric size, they're gonna give you something like a 315 70 17. The 315 in the beginning of the metric tire size is actually the width of that tire in millimeters. The second number, the 70, that's your aspect ratio. So that's a percentage of the width of the tire that creates your sidewall height. So in the case of a 315 70, you have roughly like an 8-inch sidewall on that tire, but it's a percentage. So a 285 55 is going to be wildly different than 315 55. That last number is just going to be the diameter of the wheel. So now that we kind of understand what all of the numbers mean for that wheel and tire package, we want to talk about fitment and how to pick the right size for your vehicle. That's literally what the gallery on our website was designed to do. We've now taken that a step forward and created video fitment guides. And the complaints that I see or hear from there is, your fitment guide says I could do a 35, but really I could fit a 37. The fitment guides are designed for people who want a very simple an easy buying process, and they don't want to do a ton of the research. They can just go in and see, okay, I can fit 9 wides and 33s on my truck. You just punch in your make and model and we'll tell you exactly what fits it. The aggressive fit is more aggressive than that, but still not over the top. So on the aggressive fit, maybe it's a 10 or a 12 wide with a larger size tire. It's still an aggressive fit because it may require some trimming or some cutting on your truck. If you want as big as possible, you're gonna have to take some time to kind of dig through the gallery and figure out what can you do, what have other people gotten away with. Remember that each time you step up from a 9 wide to a 10 wide to a 12 wide, you are increasing the width of the wheel while simultaneously changing the offset. So a 10 wide, negative 18, is going to sit typically outside your fender, just a little bit, maybe an inch or so. If you go to a 12 wide, the easy math here is that it sticks out 2 inches more, right? No, that's not the case, because we have to take offset into play here as well. If all of this is still super confusing, just go to customoffsets.com. You can go to the gallery, you can look at thousands of trucks that already have wheels and tires installed. You can see what suspension they have, if there's any rubbing or trimming, anything that they've done to make it work. And if you really want this simplicity, that's what the fitment guides are for, the video fitment guides. Punch in your year, make, model. It'll bring you up a video that shows you all of that. It gives you the options right there on the website. This is the easy fit, this is the aggressive fit. So hopefully that explains kind of what some of the numbers are. It is a ton of information and a lot of data. If you need help with it, we're here to help you. You can drop whatever you want in the comments below and I likely will respond to you. Or like I said, you can go to the website, check us out there. We've got a bunch of calculators and tools to help you figure out exactly what fits your truck.